The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19.
They send a man in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one's cut by Jefferson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They left him wide open. It's complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first-quarter looks have his name all over them.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now. They need 7. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got it. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 22-yard attempt.
Reichard connects there. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Yes, it's 3, not 6, but to come away with anything on the first drive in the postseason on the road, that's a great start and a tough thing to do.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10 from the 43. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start. 19 target. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But, jeez, you couldn't start any better.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Commanders one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Right up the gut. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Play action, McCarthy. He's out near midfield and still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 now from the 46. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Now McCarthy. Brought in Ty Felton. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Vikings.
We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Landover right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Again, McCarthy to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go win, win, win. 70 simple.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket.
Oh boy. And this was doomed from the start. Left the pocket in search of greener pastures, but things weren't much better on the other side.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Go.
Now Daniels to throw. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Okay, ready.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get it. Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Daniels. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Daniels is going to throw again. Buys time, rolling right. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready up.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Tag. Cougar 19. Ready.
Daniels back to throw. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Go.
There he is on 3rd and short. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Set.
Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on.
Daniels now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. Only 2 minutes to go in our first half. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready? Panther 60. 60 Bison.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Daniels. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On 4th down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. York knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Now, after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
Ready up.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to the air. McCarthy. Setting up the running back screen. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Another throw here for McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
17. Commanders 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed trucks a defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Get it. 60 Vikings. 60.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Man downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
And the Commanders 1st down.
And he spikes it just before we hit 0. So they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. On 4th down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Has this at the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
A 7-yard pickup.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Get some space around midfield. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Commanders 20, Vikings 17.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Rodgers on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A give now from the gun. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
McCarthy looking to throw. Taken in by Addison, left side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, Minnesota.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Get this one underneath to Allen. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Five DBs out there for the Commanders on third. Here he goes, third and long. Has it at the 7. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Run here with Allen. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
McCarthy throwing here.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and goal, one of the biggest moments of this NFC title game. Fullback trying to power him across. And he gets in, touchdown. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, here we go. Six.
Daniels on first down. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
Working now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Daniels. Hits him on the in route. Has some room to work. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
You're good on the point after. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
The score, Commanders 27, Vikings 24.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Vikings ball. We'll see if they can come up with something here and stave off elimination. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First down from the 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go track, go track. Motion.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19, here we go. Hawk 7.
Motioning the tight end now. Throwing again now. McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. A gain of 15 there. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And the Vikings first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll run here from the gun. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Now McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Daniels now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. He dodged the tackle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. It's a pickup of 3.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Vikings down by only 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 8 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
All still sitting on that 14-yard line. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Brings it in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Man in motion here. Here's the give on 3rd and short. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
34. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. They are your NFC champions, Brock. What a mix of emotions out there right now, right? Happiness to have made it, but also remembering this isn't the ultimate prize. There's a far more important game still to come.
Yeah, and I think maybe they think about that tomorrow. Kind of like these baseball teams do such a great job, Kate, of celebrating every series win.
Yeah.
You're going to celebrate this, and these guys are going to enjoy the heck out of it with their families and friends, and then they'll wake up tomorrow, and they'll remember there's still a lot of work ahead for the biggest trophy of all.